What's up guys, the purpose of this video is to provide a more personalized look and review of the TRD 3-inch lift kit. First, I'm going to show you what the kit looks like on my truck, then let's go over some quick facts and features about the kit itself. I'll then give you my honest thoughts and opinions on the kit after having driven on it a little over 10,000 miles, and finally wrap it up with the final answer to the question, in my opinion, is this kit worth it or not? So, without further ado, let's jump right into showing you guys what this kit looks like on my truck, which is a 2024 Tundra Limited TRD Off-Road in Lunar Rock. Welcome to the garage. I love the incremental height and stance that this kit gives the truck. It's the perfect combination for me personally. If you're watching this video to gather intel on this kit, chances are you love the way it looks as well. Looking closer at the kit and the appearance of it, it has different Bilstein front and rear shocks, as well as a full coil over with these awesome red coils in the front. New UCAs, a bunch of other components. Let's go through all of those right now. To give a quick overview of the facts and features of this kit, I'm going to start off with one of Toyota's first press releases when this kit was released almost 2 years ago at this point. And I'll throw this information on the screen directly from Toyota's website and talk through it as well. This kit was initially announced in late fall of 2022, and they stated that it provides a 3-inch lift in the front and a 2-inch lift in the back on 2022 and newer Tundras. It was developed by TRD engineers, and it is the only Toyota approved lift kit compatible with the Toyota Safety Sense system, which is a big piece of information for those that want to ensure they maintain the full factory warranty. They then state that it includes the Bilstein shocks, Roush Ford's UCAs, red TRD tuned coil springs, and all the installation hardware necessary, and is a dealer installed option with an SRP of $39.95. Now, when this kit was first released, it was in fact only available after your truck arrived from the factory. You had to get it installed at the dealer if you wanted this kit. That changed, however, with the 2024 model year, which is the truck I have, where you could actually opt to get it installed from the factory. We'll get more into that in a little bit. A little more detail about what this kit includes. It's different Bilstein front and rear shocks. They're taller front coil springs and that awesome red color we looked at. Roush forged UCAs, front lower knuckles, front stabilizer links, front outer tie rods, front tie rod sleeves, front extended drive shafts, bumper stops, extended brake flex hoses, and rear spring spacers. So it does seem like Toyota definitely made sure to provide all of the necessary parts to swap in and out from the stock parts in order to make sure that everything functions as intended and maintains all of the other electronics and system requirements that Toyota Safety Sense and others require out of the truck. That price they listed of $39.95 is in fact what I ended up paying on my truck when getting it installed from the factory. When this first came out, it did seem like people were paying even more than that to get it installed at the dealer after labor and all was said and done. But now, after reading through forums and Reddit, etc., it does seem like that around that $4,000 combined price is what you can expect to pay for this kit fully installed on your truck if you choose to do so. If you're looking for more details on the specific components of the kit or how it compares to other kits out there, I'm by no means an expert on that, so I would encourage you to go reference some other sources and or Google your questions if you have them. Next, I want to provide you guys with my personal thoughts and opinions on this kit after having driven on it for a little over 10,000 miles since owning the truck. First off, as stated earlier, I definitely love the way it looks. That 3-inch height for me personally is kind of the sweet spot for a Tundra. I had a 2015 Tundra prior to owning this 2024, and I also had a 3-inch lift on that, so it only seemed right for me personally to do the same sort of setup on this truck. Now, when I first ordered the truck, I actually did not select adding on this TRD 3-inch kit from the factory. But if you're familiar at all with how Toyota's allocations work when you order a truck, you don't always get exactly what you order, but if something's close enough and you're next in line, they'll allocate you the truck and you say yes or no, I'll take it or I won't. And if you don't take it, you risk getting pushed down the road further on when your truck is going to get here. So when I got the phone call that my truck was ready to pick up, it was almost 12 months after I had placed the initial order because of the rarity of the combinations that I chose. And the only difference on the truck that was allocated to me versus what I initially ordered was that it had this 3-inch kit on it from the factory. Now, that did add that $4,000 to the SRP, which I wasn't thrilled about at first, but after thinking about it, I decided to just go for it because 1, I didn't want to wait any longer for the truck, and 2, it was pretty convenient to already have a setup that I liked on the truck and not having to go through aftermarket installations after the fact, dealing with warranty issues, etc., etc. Which plays right into the second thing I like about the kit, and that is convenience. Being developed by Toyota and being able to get it from the factory now, there's just not a much more convenient option if you're not super picky about the type of kit you have on your truck. Plus, in addition to it being convenient, it is a quality kit in itself. Obviously, Bilstein is a well-renowned brand. They're everywhere. They've been around for a long time. It's been a prominent player in the Tundra lift market. So with the way that I've used this kit in the first 10,000 miles of driving on it, I haven't had any issues. The quality seems great. I have no problem doing mild off-roading, and I'm happy with it. Another question I've seen a lot of people ask is in regards to how the thing drives versus stock and how it drives on the highway and everyday commutes. I have driven the stock Tundra. I've driven the stock Tundra with the TRD package, which changes the suspension. I've driven the TRD Pro, and now I've obviously driven my personal truck, which has this TRD 3-inch lift kit. So I've driven all types of Tundra. And I will say that I really do like the way that mine drives in comparison to the others and the way that it drives in general. If you compare it to a stock Tundra without a TRD off-road package, it is definitely a more stiff and trucky ride on the highway than you're going to get with your normal non-upgraded suspension. Now, if you compare the 3-inch TRD kit to the TRD off-road package suspension, it's pretty similar, and you can't really tell that much of a difference. Obviously, I can tell a difference now having 35-inch tires on the truck, which stiffens the ride a bit more. But before I put the tires on and just drove with the lift kit on the stock wheels and tires, it felt pretty much the same to me personally as when I drove a Limited with just a TRD off-road package prior to ordering my truck. I recently got done with a 2,000 plus mile road trip into Canada and back. A lot of highway driving, a lot of back roads, a lot of bumpy country roads. And while with my setup, you definitely feel a lot more of those bumps, I had 4 people in the car and we all agreed that it was still a very comfortable ride. And although it definitely feels like a truck, I like the ride, my family likes the ride. I have no regrets in getting the setup done the way that I did. One thing that I have not done with the kit or the truck yet is going more heavily off-roading. I plan to do so at some point, but hasn't been in the cards up until now. When I do, I'll keep you guys updated, make a video on that, because I think that would be interesting as a non-avid off-roader to see how my initial impressions are of the truck and the kit taking it in some form of off-road course. As far as the price goes, I know a lot of people are a little hesitant to pay $4K for a Toyota kit that's not a premium kit like an Icon or a King or something along those lines. But you do have to remember that you're paying for more than just the kit at this point. You're also paying for the other things that I listed, like the convenience, like the peace of mind for maintaining the factory warranty, like being the only Toyota approved kit to work with Toyota Safety Sense, and so on. So for those reasons I just talked through, I personally think that the kit is worth it, and I have no regrets getting it on my truck. If you're someone that doesn't care as much about factory warranties, paying for aftermarket labor, and you want the peak performance possible in a kit on your truck, then maybe this kit's not for you. But if your goal is to have a quality product, provide an amazing look on your truck, have it installed from the factory and or by a Toyota dealer, and maintain the factory warranties that Toyota has on their truck, then I think that this kit is a really good option, even though it might be a little more expensive than some would like. I know there's still a lot of questions going around regarding this kit, so if there's anything I left out here that you have questions that you think I could personally provide input or an opinion on, drop a comment below and I'll do my best to go through and answer those as they come through. But overall, so far, 10,000 miles on this kit, nothing's gone wrong. I like the way it rides on the road. I love the stance it creates on the truck, and I'm happy with the purchase. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you haven't already, drop a like on the video, comment below, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. I'll be dropping more videos soon, and I'll see you in the next one.